Hey everybody, it's Bryce Johnson. What's going on? It's great to see you. I'm excited to be here to be narrating a story called The Muppenough. Now, The Muppenough is part of the United Tales of America, a collection of fairy tales created to inspire kids. And I think it's great. Each state has a story with a different narrator, and there will be 50 in the collection because, as you know, there are 50 states. And let's jump right in. And I'm going to be reading The Muppenough. Do you know Michigan in the Midwest? For lovers of nature, it's one of the best. It's also unique in all of the states, divided in two by water called straits. The southern peninsula is shaped like a mitten, but up in the north, a secret is hidden. In Michigan State, some winters are tough, and that's where they live, the Great Muppenough. I saw the creature a long time ago, when I was out walking alone in the snow. I held in my breath to not make a sound, but Muppenough saw me when he turned around. I screamed out in terror at what I could see, but that's when he started screaming at me. He ran off and hid, as if he was scared, but frightened of me? Wouldn't that be absurd? He looked pretty strong, and I was so small, but fear can be silly and lives in us all. I'd learned from my parents and school teachers know that facing our fear is how we all grow. I didn't sense trouble from that gentle guy. Him running away made me think he was shy. "Hi there," I said. "Come out, have a chat. I mean you no harm, I can promise you that." He bounded out then to where I was standing, one mighty leap with a soft, quiet landing. His feet were enormous, as long as my leg. The only thing bigger, his humongous head. His hands and his mouth were both supersized, but his hair was tied back to stay out of his eyes. And that's when he spoke, this odd-looking stranger. "I'm just like you. I'm not a danger. I'm Muppenough, but please call me Mupp. I'm born on this mountain. It's where I grew up. My people are Mupp and have always been. The M in our name is for Michigan. The U and the P letters have meaning too. We are the Upper Peninsula crew. The Mittenough live in the south of this state. Those guys are cousins. We get along great." I wanted to learn from this friendly guy. "Your last name's Enough? Can you tell me why?" He laughed at me then, with his big open mouth. "Surely you guys have enough in the South. The Mittens, the Mupps, and all of our kind have enough in our name to send out a sign. We have enough food. We have enough space. We have enough room to function, our race. We do not need more. We're happy to give, but enough is enough and a good way to live." I tried to absorb what the Muppenough said. I tried to get all of it stuck in my head. We humans are different. We like to explore. Enough is okay, but I think we like more. "Enough is enough," he repeated to me. "More might be more, but soon you will see. The more that you get, the more that you need. It's a bit like hunger. You must always feed. But stop for a moment and look at your stuff. You do not need more when you have enough." We talked on for hours, my new friend and me, exchanging ideas of how life could be. But later I panicked when I saw the time. I must hurry home so they know I am fine. "Will you get home fast?" he said with a smile. "Climb onto my back to ski down in style." We started off slow. His feet were his skis, but didn't take long until I felt the breeze. "How are you doing?" he asked as we sped. "Fantastic," I laughed, holding tight to his head. But like all adventures, that one had to end, and decades have passed since I've seen my friend. For something he said had stuck to my core, the bit about humans and how we always want more. I had only one night with the Great Muppenough, but one magic night was really enough. The end. Isn't that great? I love that story. And I think there's some great lessons in there. Let's see if you can figure out what they are. Number one, What makes Michigan unique? Why were both characters frightened at the start? How did the Muppenough get his name? What is the Muppenouf's message? And that's it. That's the story of the Muppenough. How does that relate to your life? And always wanting more. Do you think you have enough? I'll bet you do. Anyway, that's it. Thank you for listening to the Muppenough, and that's enough.